Ano ang pagkakaiba ng regular soda sa diet or zero sugar soda? So first, of course, zero sugar, yung sugar nito wala. At yung sugar naman ng regular soda ay medyo mataas. Yung isang bote nito na 390 ml ay merong katumbas na halos 10 teaspoons o 10 kutsaritang asukal. So every time na umiinom kayo ng isang small bottle ng regular soda, katumbas niyan ay nagkokonsumo kayo, you are consuming 10 teaspoons, 10 kutsaritang white sugar equivalent. Now, that is why marami, especially sa mga diabetic, na nag-choose uminom ng zero sugar soda, zero sugar, diet soda, at kung ano-ano pang pangalan. And this will leave you having no sugar intake. Pero anong epekto nito sa katawan? First, we have to check yung ating nutrition facts. So, yung nutrition facts natin dito, wala siyang calories na nakalagay, wala siyang fats na nakalagay, at wala rin siyang carbohydrates na nakalagay. So imagine, every time you consume this, para kang walang kinukonsumo, para lang water. Parang maganda siya pakinggan, di ba? Na wala kang kinakain kahit anong calories, wala siyang epekto sa iyong blood sugar, wala siyang epekto sa inyong insulin. Pero hindi ba kayo natatakot na sa dami ng iniinom yung ganito, wala pala siyang kahit anong laman? So anong laman ito? Yung laman nito is mostly just chemicals. If you look at the ingredients, it's all chemicals. Walang kahit anong natural dito except maybe for the water, and even the water that they use is carbonated water para nagkaroon ito ng pop, ng soda na mga spirits. But the most important thing that you have to consider also, what makes it sweeter. So, depende sa brand, depende sa soda, magkakaiba yung mga alternative sugar sweeteners na ginagamit. For this specific brand, yung ginagamit nila is actually not the best kind of sweeteners. Ito yung acesulfame, potassium, aspartame, and sucralose. So, based on studies to which we will post the link later on, yung mga studies na ito, although wala silang direct effect sa blood sugar and wala silang direct effect sa blood insulin natin, yung problem dito is nagkakaroon sila ng effect in other processes in our body, metabolic processes in our body, na kahit pa siya mismo ay walang direct siyang effect sa iyong blood sugar. But when you consume this one, which is what's happening mostly kapag umiinom nito ng mga tao, hindi lang naman ito yung iniinom nila. Usually pang add-on lang to after their meal, after their lunch or their snacks. Ito ay pangdagdag lamang. And how the body processes the other foods na kinakain natin, doon na siya nagkakaproblema. So even if this one doesn't have sugar, pero yung epekto niya sa metabolic process ng ating katawan is actually not really the best. Nag-alter siya ng mga natural metabolic processes, at isang studies, merong nagsushow na these can also be linked into cancer formation. Now, to be fair, hindi naman din ganun siya ka-direct effect. And when they try to check kung ang amount na i-consume nito na makaka-lead to cancer is actually sobra-sobra naman. So, hindi naman siya na kapag umiinom ka nito once a month, once a week, ay magkaka-cancer ka na agad. Hindi naman ganon. It's dose dependent. Kapag sobra-sobra yung pagkonsumo mo nito, it is linked into cancer formation. And yung level ng pagkonsumo nito na can lead into cancer formation is actually way, way lower as compared kung kakainin mo or kukonsumo mo yung equivalent na tamis niyan if you consume direct sugar. So, direct intake of sugar like from regular soda, kung pareho yung tamis na ikukonsumo parate to the point na magkaka-cancer ka dito sa level na ito. So, for example, after 100 intake of this one, magkaka-cancer ka na. But the intake of that 100, if i-compare mo sa sugar equivalent niyan, sa sugar ay baka sa 50% pa lang ng sweet na sensation, ay baka nagka-cancer ka na, because sugar is directly impacting our metabolism, our inflammation in the body. So, X na tayo sa regular soda. And now, going back to diet or zero sugar soda, yung isang pinaka-epekto din ito, it alters our satiety center. Yung epekto or satisfaction and the pleasure that we derive from eating food. consuming this will make you feel the pleasure. Masasarapan ka. But alam nyo ba ano yung wala dito? Yung wala dito would be the satisfaction, the satiety. That's why people who are usually consuming diet soda and zero calorie soda usually have problems when it comes to their cravings. Hindi nila alam that the more they consume this one, the more they crave. At yung isa pa dito, yung pinakadelikado pa dito, usually yung kinikrave ng taong parating umiinom ng mga diet soda and mga zero-calorie soda using sweeteners, na mga artificial sweeteners, ay nagkakaroon sila ng cravings na hindi naturally needed. Yung nutritional need natin for food ay nadidisrupt. And this nutritional need, it is replaced by unhealthy behavior. The more you take this, the more you want to eat ice cream, the more you also want to eat chocolates and desserts and mga chips. So they actually go together. That's why if you want to remain and maintain a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mindset, better if you try to avoid the processed one. So again, just to emphasize, this one, wala siyang calories. So forget about calories. Wala rin siyang sugar. Wala rin siyang epekto sa ating bloodstream when it comes to insulin. Pero yung epekto niya, first is in our brain, wherein nagkakaroon tayo ng unnatural cravings. And yung epekto din nito, link into even further or worsened obesity, hypertension, diabetes, metabolic syndrome. Kasi nga, when you eat this one, when you consume this one, you tend to eat more. Mawawalan ka ng satisfaction. Whereas if you don't eat this one, baka yung regular meal ninyo, isang meal ninyo, it's already enough to give you the satiety, the satisfaction. Okay na yung inyong pakiramdam. But when you add this one, yung gana nyo sa kain is sobra-sobra. Sobra-sobra yung gana sa pagkain to the point that you are already over-consuming the foods. That's why for better lifestyle change na nagkakaroon talaga ng impact na sustainable sa ating pamumuhay, try to avoid this one to as much as you can. And if ever you will save this one, kung merong occasion o meron talagang mga panahon that you for whatever reason na kailangan kang uminom nito or meron ka lang excuse, whatever your reason for consuming diet soda or regular soda, just be mindful. Alamin lang and be more cautious. Kasi meron naman akong ibang kilala who can thrive with low carb na nagda-diet soda and they are in control. I feel like they are the lucky ones, yung walang problema when it comes to discipline, when it comes to control, and wala silang addictive genes, kumbaga. Because these ones are made to be addictive. Hindi tayo judgy sa mga taong na-addict sa sweets and sa sugar because these products are really made for that. Ginawa talaga ito kasi alam nila that it's addicting and that is where the profit is there. So that is why as consumers, nasa sa inyo yan. Hindi yan kasalanan ng manufacturers. Huwag sisisihin ang mga products na ito because they are just providing kung ano yung nakikita nilang pangangailangan ng mga tao. Yung mga tao ay nagda-demand ng something to sustain their cravings and so gumawa sila ng product for it. But you as consumers, you have the responsibility. Ikaw pa rin yung bibili, ikaw pa rin ang lulunok niyan. So that's why we should stop blaming this industry kasi it's their nature. Nature nila na mag-gain ng profit. That is business. At ikaw naman, bilang isang tao, responsibilidad mo yung sarili mo. Matanda ka na, may parents ka man o wala, pero hindi na responsable yung parents mo sa iyo. The fact that you are watching this, I'm happy that I think you are already making that first step towards better health and know na marami tayong videos dyan on what you can replace your diet soda, your regular soda. For me, if I want that carbon feel, yung para makaka-burp ka, meron namang soda water. So just plain soda water is already enough. Kung gusto kang merong flavor, lagyan lang ito ng lemon slices. So those alone is already enough to satiate your craving for some refreshment. Lagyan ng maraming ice. Ito ay enough na. Minsan sa utak lang talaga natin na kailangan talaga tayong mag-soft drinks, na ito talaga ay hindi complete meal kung walang soft drinks, but it's all in the mind. And most importantly, always remember kung ano yung pinaka-why mo. Bakit gusto mong maging healthy? Bakit gusto mong humaba yung iyong buhay? Bakit gusto mong maging energetic? Always remember those reasons. Kasi yung mga reasons na yon, yun yung pinaka makakapag-sustain sa'yo. Walang kahit anong balakid, walang kahit anong mahirap gawin if you yourself is dedicated into improving your lifestyle. So, and to end this one, be careful also sa maraming mga nagsasabing zero sugar, not just in soft drinks but in other products na nagla-label na zero sugar, even if they're using these chemicals as sweeteners. Remember na kahit pa ito ay real zero sugar, pero hindi ito maganda to overall health. At meron ding iba na actually hindi totoong real sugar. So, kasama dito yung maltodextrin, malitol, sorbitol, at marami pang iba. And meron naman in low carb, in our low carb, meron namang somewhat acceptable, but still you have to use with caution. You have to be very mindful na bago kayo gumamit nito, isipin niyo muna, am I willing to go through, to undergo that craving again? Kasi even if these are mostly natural sweeteners na zero sugar, pero yung effect niya sa ating brain, yung effect niya sa ating utak, sa ating satiety center is still the same. So use with caution, erythritol, allulose, stevia, and monk fruit. So yun lang. I hope you get to know a little more on the effect of zero sugar diet soda sa ating kalusugan. Overall, alam natin this could be not the best, but for others, it could be their key para masustain nila, para makapagsimula sila. But I hope you will go into that phase na hindi na basta yung pleasure lang yung i-derive mo from food, but the pleasure in being able to live your life more meaningful, being able to do things na mas nakakapagpasaya sa'yo, things that really make you feel fulfilled, and the time that we are able to spend with our loved ones na healthy tayo. I think that's the best kind of pleasure na we can derive from. At hindi lang sa temporary, seconds, minutes kinds of pleasure dala ng mga foods like junk foods, especially the sodas, the liquid form of, actually these are the legal kind of drugs because these are addicting illicit drugs na available in the market, even minors can also consume. So be mindful, and for the parents, be responsible for your kids' welfare as well. So maraming salamat everybody. Magtatrabaho na tayo. Remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye!